took me so long getting back to my right mind. I don't wanna be on the ground when the time flies. Had so many friends go, I wonder when it's mine.
Just a gorgeous fall afternoon in the heart of Texas. No weather to speak of. Sun out, roof open. Yes, yes, and yes. A great day for football at AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Baltimore Ravens and the Dallas Cowboys. It's a tradition that began in 1966, and off we go on a Thanksgiving afternoon in Dallas. This fielded a few yards into the end zone.
On the double. Recon, 132 fighter.
I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they even let you play. Jim.
Hey, zoom. Check three. Two draw Corkers.
Check 31. He's coming. Double up.
Yo, faster.
Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. And that'll set them back 5.
Down.
So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game.
I'm going back to you. 6.
Protein spill. Hey, seam 6. Hit it.
They'll look to throw. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. 2nd down.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
Check. 59. I'm coming after you.
80 West, lead trip.
They're going to look to throw. Going right side here, and that's complete. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion and would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
They run for the first time with Justice Hill. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Double dog. That's the way. Hey, switch gears.
6-6, pull it high. Snap.
On 2nd down, it's Hill. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
Break.
54, right there. 50.
Bravo. Five.
They'll set up to throw. Looking for Cooper, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 25. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. Cooper was the target there. No doubt a very disappointing end to what was a pretty strong opening drive.
They had 3 points in their back pocket. It was there for them. If you don't like what you see, just throw it away. Make sure you get those points on the board. Don't get too greedy. He forced it there. You saw the end result.
Jalen Smith, the Notre Dame man, in on the tackle.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
And now here's a deep shot that's complete. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. A big play there with touchdown number 7 on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now a 7-0 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards, as he'll get this only back to the 20. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
At the 19-yard line. Ready, set.
Mike, 54 is Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. You ain't going nowhere. Sponge, sponge, sponge.
61, matchbox lights.
10, under 10, 10. Watch twins, watch twins, watch twins. Twins, 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 twins. Kill, kill, kill. Turn.
Man.
And now with the play clock winding down, Jason Garrett opts to take a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Ready, 18, Gator. Topper. Get it.
On second down, it's Hill. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line.
You got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball, because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
Look at me, zipper.
59.
Hey, Charlie.
Check, 59.
Shoot.
Now back to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Anthony Averett picks it. So cancel the interception, pass interference.
And you know what else gets canceled? The return yardage. Makes the play, but now it's all for naught.
Shift, watch the shift. Check nickel, nickel, nickel.
Hey, Haywood. Yep. Motion. General West.
Mike 5-9. Here we go. Check.
Ready.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. This shot downfield on 2nd down is brought in. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 27 yards there, a first down. Now a first down carry, it's Hill. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
And he's taken down inside the 30. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Switch.
Protein spill.
Hatchet. Check four. Go.
They'll go with Hill here on first down. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
Ready?
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5. At the Ravens' 24-yard line.
SOS. Mike's 59. 6 man. Check curls. He's coming.
80 weapon.
Double up.
They'll run it with Hill. And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23. 5 yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on second. You mentioned very early on the need to establish a running game for this young QB. They really haven't been able to do that, though, in the first half.
So that means what in halftime? Adjustments time, right? Figure out what they are, figure out the things that they really want to accomplish, and who to run behind. Which are your better blockers? Find those guys and get in that direction.
3rd down, here's Geis. And he'll have the first down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. 3rd and medium, they opted to run instead of pass, and it worked. First down. The first opportunity in the red zone for the Cowboys. It's 1st and 10 at the 14.
Kill.
Go. Leo. Fire.
They'll run. This is Hill. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
On 2nd down now, it's Hill. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 2.
Set, ready? 15 line.
54. I got you, pop.
And
Watch out. Check Mike 54. Mike 54.
go.
Mike's 54. Mike.
X3. 218. Chopper.
No.
Get it.
Now a 10th carry for Hill. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone and get you 6?
And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round.
Mike's 42. Mike's 42. Get that quarterback, D-Rod. Get that quarterback, D-Rod.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Jackson. And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down.
Oh, my goodness. Was that a defensive back that got to him with the pressure?
Oh, look at the former defensive back. You're all smiles up here.
I hope everybody can hear my smile on that play.
And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. A gain of 26 on the third down conversion. 2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3 our score. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. A big play there. His 4th touchdown on the year as the Ravens push further out in front. The extra point up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones.
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Amari Cooper, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as his guys are back within a single score. Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. And remember, rarely is it a straight line 75 yards, too. Got to have a little extra in there.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Read it well, and it's picked. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. A 5-point game now as here comes the kickoff. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. On 2nd and 7, Jackson. He's got his man. It's Andrews. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. It's a gain of 35. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Jackson from the shotgun. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. Actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. And no pitch there and no chance either as he's brought down behind the line of scrimmage. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make it 3rd and 13. From the gun, Jackson. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a 1st down. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician, Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this or keeps hitting the calculator. But my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers. He just wants to continue to be accurate.
Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Here's 2nd and goal, operating from the 8-yard line. Jackson now being chased out left. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And his kick is good. So we've hit halftime on Turkey Day here in Dallas. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. The Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
They keep it with Barkley on 1st down. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball, protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. 8 yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Here's Jackson to throw. Throwing the out route and complete. That's Schwartz. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And he's going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 29-yard line. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 as they're down to the 29-yard line. Now it's Jackson. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. DeMarcus Lawrence has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Throwing is Jackson. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Here's Jackson on 3rd and long. And he finds a man on the crossing route. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a 1st down.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Jackson now. Going to throw again. Throw left side complete. That's Schwartz. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets him 6. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. Here's Jackson. And he's going to be dropped. Back at the 15-yard line. The Ravens go for it but come up empty. And the Cowboys' defense is going to get them the football back.
Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Back. Whip.
Topper. Hurry.
Watch that. Check three.
They'll try to get the offense going with Hill. And a very short pickup there across the 15 to the 16. There to stop him on the defensive side, Fred Warner.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Hey, wahoo!
59 mark. Check.
Here's a 2nd and 7. He's going to look deep for more. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. He's picked off near his own 48, and he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line.
I know some teams are leery about playing cover 2 because the strong safety's not usually a terrific cover guy. But in this case, he played it perfectly. Read the football and went and made the interception.
Hey, watch the slant. Tight right.
After the interception, here's Jackson. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And he will force his way forward for a yard or two, but I have a good feeling this will be coming back.
Let's go.
So apparently some grabbing there in the middle of the O-line.
I've often wondered why that doesn't happen more often for guys that play center. Having to snap the ball and then trying to get your hands into the proper position, that's difficult to do. He got caught that time.
And now the drive starts with a completion out to the right. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. A big play there with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season, as the Ravens push further out in front. Point after, right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Let's go.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Here we go on 2nd and 12. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Give him 15 there, and the Cowboys have a first.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Check.
Go.
Right there. 54. Right there. 54, Mike. Rip right.
Hey, Echo.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And it's knocked away and incomplete. The linebacker, Fred Warner, right there on the coverage.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man. And you got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
His struggles finding open receivers continue. I don't know the last time I saw him this inconsistent throwing the football.
It would be hard to find a date when he was this inconsistent. You know, in his locker, he keeps the word poise printed on an 8.5 by 11 sheet of paper. He needs to find that poise right now.
He certainly does. In fact, I would suggest he laminate it.
Check.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens 39. This quarterback now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10.
Foxtrot. 54, go.
Back to throw here. And he fires one incomplete.
Intended for Justice Hill. Incomplete. It's 2nd down and 10.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10.
Hey, exit.
51 to Mike, boy, 51. Get that quarterback. And all cut. Go, Mike 51, Mike 51.
Hard.
Hey, let's go.
Get it.
2nd and 10. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 38. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
Good stuff. Keep doing that.
At their own 39-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they've got the lead here getting late into the 3rd quarter. And the passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that. But the rushing game, almost non-existent.
And with the lead and trying to finish this game off, they need the running game to come back to life. They need to get sparked that way, take some time off the clock, and keep the ball away from their opponents.
A good run got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. Jackson. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've got an answer for it.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb.
70, Indy.
Hey, watch it.
Look, squeeze.
Switch it.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's got the connection to Cooper. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. 20. Touchdown, Cowboys. Amari Cooper, 96 yards. As they're now just an extra point away from getting back within 1 score. You know, the man on our cover, John Madden, so synonymous with these Thanksgiving Day games. He was on TV for these from, I think, 81 to 01, giving out the Turkey Leg Award and turducken he always talked about. Special when you got a guy going off like this. I think he would be a good recipient of the Turkey Leg Award.
Well, he's definitely already worked on that leg. Is it possible he could end up getting the whole turkey?
Yeah, give him a 5,
or the
too.
whole turducken. And it's really great that you mentioned Coach Madden, because everyone knows him from this. Everyone knows him from the broadcast booth. Remember, he won a Super Bowl as a head coach in Oakland.
Yep, he did indeed. But right now, we are watching maybe one of those turkey leg performances with his 2nd touchdown there. They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. Limited running room as he'll get about 3 to the 21. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down. Jackson now 12 of 17 through the air as he leads his guys up on 1st down. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line. Now it's Jackson. And this is incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but if they make them out of bounds, that does you no good.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Here's Jackson to throw again. Buying time to his left. And this is going to be incomplete.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
And his kick is right there. It's good, and that will bump the lead up to 11. So his 2nd field goal of the game, and that could turn out to be the big one.
Yeah, you have to make them score twice to beat you, and that's not impossible. But here in the 4th quarter, puts their backs clearly against the wall.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drive's exactly what you want on offense.
He's got a man, complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Amari Cooper, 75 yards, as his guys are back within a single score.
Hey, Alpha.
A nice throw there by the 2nd-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is
under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8, so tried to throw it in for 2 points, but the D got home, brought him down.
Yeah, got home, which means there had to be good coverage, just had nowhere to go with the ball. Typically, you're trying to throw quick hitters, quick slants, maybe even a quick fade. Nothing was open. He ends up getting sacked.
And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet. They run with Barkley on 1st down, and he gets about 5 out of it. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
23 yards the pickup there.
This is one of those plays that has an equal chance of either being a big gain or a big loss, but with the college influence, we're seeing more of these plays come into the NFL.
A 1st down carry for Barkley. Room here to run. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Saquon Barkley with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year as the Ravens push further out in front. Extra point safely through, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive.
Let's go, D.
Go, go, go! Hey, high 7.
Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4.
Hit it.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He's got a man complete. It's Amari Cooper. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. A really good pickup of 28 yards. They'll run on first down. Hill. And across midfield he goes into Raven territory. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Hey, two.
45-yard line.
54's Mike, 54's Mike. Check, check, watch 54, watch 54. I'm coming for you, Mike. Hey, watch Sam, watch Sam. Check Mike 54, Mike 54. Did you go get
Greystone, travel.
You think you gonna get this?
Hey, seam 6, seam 6.
26, check 26.
Let's go.
2nd and 4. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line. Brian Burns racking up sack number 12 for him on the year. The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score.
Hey, lock it.
Under crunch. Slam, slam. Jack.
He'll look to throw. He's got his man. It's Williams. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens 39. This quarterback now 11 of 17 passing thus far. He's got his guys a 1st and 10.
Hey, Charlie.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down.
51, Mike. Mike 51. Here we go, here we go.
Hey, Sam off.
Check 99, check 99.
Five.
He'll drop to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from it. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Now in desperation, and this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off near the 29, and they will take over at the 26-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. They'll run it again with Barkley. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore 1st down. Well, I know at points in this when you wanted to close your eyes because of all the points that were being put on the scoreboard. You're a defensive guy, but it was a fun little track meet, wasn't it?
It was, and you know the people who really enjoyed this game? They're the ones that like going to batting practice at the Major League Baseball parks, right? Seeing the 14-11 game, that sort of deal. That's right up their alley with what we saw in this one.
So for the Ravens, they just keep on rolling as they move to 9-2 with a win here. And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week. Meanwhile, for the Cowboys, it's starting to look like it won't be their year as they drop to 5-6. And they'll look to get back in the winning column next week as they head to Philly to face off with the Eagles. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles David.